How's it going, everyone? We have yet another incredibly exciting update for Stellar Blade. Another update keeping this game in the news cycle, which, as far as single-player games go, Stellar Blade has to be one of the best examples of a game that especially is a new IP that has come out bursting onto the scene, and then on top of that has kept itself relevant for 8 months after the game initially dropped. It's still dropping content updates and still keeping itself in the news cycle. That is quite impressive, and I think that's only going to continue in 2025. Of course, we recently did have the release of the Nier DLC, and now we have a Stellar Blade holiday-themed event bringing new costumes, mini-games, and more on December 17th. Yes, that is tomorrow. This will be dropping. Holiday gifts arrive. Experience the magic of the holidays in Stellar Blade. Adorned with warm, festive lights, it is ready to welcome you with the spirit of hope and humanity. Join us for a special event designed to bring joy and comfort to your everyday life. A Zion filled with seasonal romance awaits you on December 17th. Holiday scenery. A colorful Christmas tree brightens the world, transforming the once cold city square into a cozy, festive space with warm lights and decoration. The last gulp where Zion citizens gather after peace is restored is also decorated for the holidays. In the camp, the seasonal BGM Dawn Winter and Take Me Away create a relaxing atmosphere. These romantic tunes will enhance your holiday relaxation by melting away battle tension. On top of that, you've got a surprise gift from Santa. A new minigame has arrived, offering a break from survival struggles. Enjoy the gameplay and earn rewards upon completion. The Santa dress for Eve is designed as an adorable and festive appearance. The I'm No Santa costume for Adam has a humorous twist. Complete the look with the Santa Girl hairstyle and personalize it with accessories such as crystal glasses, earrings, and sleigh ear cuffs as well. They've got some images of the various cosmetics that have been added to the game. On top of that, the newly added Rudolph pack cosmetic for the drone is an endearing item, reimagining Rudolph leading Santa's sleigh. With a red nose and cute horns, this drone is sure to brighten up your holiday. Set the season as you please on and off feature has been newly added for the seasonal events and Nier Automata DLC content. You can now enjoy the game whenever and however you want, so you can turn it off and on however you want and whenever you want. That is fantastic, and always with a full heart of gratitude. Create unforgettable moments with these gifts prepared in Stellar Blade this cold winter. The dev team put extra touch to this update to deliver a joyful holiday to all. May the streets of Zion that were once cold and empty be filled with the wonders of the season. We strive to bring joy to your life. Have a warm and happy holidays with Stellar Blade. Yet another update for the game, and I think it just makes all the sense in the world to do seasonal events and themed events with Stellar Blade. I know that you can't do it all the time, and I don't know if they're going to plan something for the spring, and even when you talk about something like Stellar Blade, what are they going to do next year? I feel like you could add some wrinkles to a summer event and a holiday event every year that can, once again, drop some updates. And once again, this is a free update. Guys, content like this, they could easily charge $4.99 for, or even $9.99. Given that they've already offered so many content updates for the game and updates in general that were free, yes, the Nier DLC was paid for, but back to that in a second. They've done so much for free that if they wanted to drop this for $4.99, I don't think people would have too much of an issue. I know that they said outright that they don't plan on doing anything that is cosmetic based and will be paid for unless it is a crossover. And crossover content is always going to be a little bit different because you're working with a different publisher and developers. It could be the case of Shift Up and PlayStation. They're fine with dropping free Stellar Blade content, but when you're bringing another publisher, another developer into the fray, you gotta work out an agreement, and there's gonna be different thought processes, and something like a Nier crossover, that was always gonna cost money. But the fact is, Shift Up, and I will say this every time an update comes out, this is one of the studios to look at, and if they're not exclusive in this, Lorien has done a great job over the last year and a half, and there have been a couple of others. I feel like GameScience has done a pretty solid job as well, but they're a studio that absolutely should be studied in terms of establishing goodwill and rapport with your consumer. When the Nier Automata DLC came out, a lot of games, when they drop cosmetic-based content like that, they could get a little bit of pushback for $9.99 DLC. People saying it's overpriced, people saying it's cash grabbing, etc., etc. Did Stellar Blade really face any of that? Maybe a tiny bit, a sliver of pushback, but that didn't exist whatsoever. The general rhetoric that I saw with Stellar Blade was, hey, this was an awesome game. I spent my $70 on it. I platinumed the game. I had a great time with it. I got updates out of it already. $9.99 for a bit of content, yeah, take my money already, and people are asking for more content like that, more crossovers, and that wouldn't have happened, obviously, if the game wasn't good, but also, ShiftUp has just done a phenomenal job of establishing goodwill with the consumer, and now, what does this mean? Well, this means any product that ShiftUp brings out that's akin to Stellar Blade, and not even necessarily within this IP, just ShiftUp as a development studio, now they have that cachet, and that's only gonna build excitement for their next game. And whenever they do a Stellar Blade PC port, the PC audience already sees that they have so much goodwill with the PlayStation audience and the console audience, that's gonna propel that game to do even better on PC, and if the PC port is good, that's gonna parlay into their next title, and all of a sudden, ShiftUp has become one of the more premier studios in all of gaming. Maybe me saying it's one of the premier studios in all of gaming right now would be a little bit of a stretch, but with all that they're doing, I think very quickly they're gaining a lot of cachet and they're gaining a lot of attention, and they're gonna do a lot more big budget titles. I would imagine a Stellar Blade 2 will happen at some point, and they've done such a great job with the first game, especially if the PC version is a success, which I absolutely expect that will be the case, and as long as it's a good port, I could see Stellar Blade 2 being even bigger than the first game, especially if they do decide to go with a multi-platform approach for Stellar Blade 2 right off the rip. I'm sure Sony would like exclusivity on it. I don't know how that's going to shape up, and I don't know if Stellar Blade 2 will be their immediate next game. There's the talk of potentially doing expansion on this game. I know a lot of people do want that, and that's another thing. If they do decide to do a $10 or $15 or $20 content expansion that adds a new gameplay zone, I think people would be all over that. I actually think people want that. I think people want to pay $20 for a more sizable expansion that adds actual gameplay nuances and gameplay extensions to the game, and not just cosmetics that are a crossover. I think that's what people want, and I think that would be a great idea in the sense that you could release that, then you could do a complete edition on PC. It's very much the Sony model on how they do things. I don't know if they're going to do an expansion. At this point, I feel like they would have announced something, and they already said that the PC version is coming in 2025, and I would think the expansion would be announced before the PC version, but who knows? We'll see how all that shapes up. I'm sure that Stellar Blade 2 will happen, but for now, celebrate the holidays with this holiday-themed update that is dropping tomorrow. New costumes, minigame, and more updates dropping with this patch on December the 17th. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.